Jules Verne by Rachel Freer. Jules Verne was a science fiction author in the 1800s. He was famous for creating amazing adventures. Jules Verne was born on February 8, 1828 in Nantes, France. He grew up watching boats go in and out of the harbor, which helped develop his imagination for adventure and travel. Jules was the first child of Sophie Henriette Alouette de la Feu and Pierre Verne. Jules didn't like his family and unsuccessfully attempted to run away. His father wanted him to become a lawyer like himself and sent him to law school in Paris. But law wasn't Verne's passion. He became very interested in operas and plays and left school to become a playwright. His most famous play was called Broken Straws. Jules Verne got a lot of his inspiration for his books through his travels. He married a widow with 2 kids, who also loved to travel. Verne's favorite place he traveled was India. Later on in his life, he bought a boat he named St. Michael after his son. He loved taking his boat out with his family and visiting new places. Once Verne landed a writing contract with Pierre Jules Hensel, his writing career took off. With the help of Hensel, Verne wrote and published over 60 science fiction books in his lifetime. One of his most famous books was called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It was published in 1870 by Hensel. The book is about the adventure of Captain Nemo and his submarine, the Nautilus. In the time he wrote this book, submarines and scuba gear were not invented yet, but he still wrote about them. One of the most popular scenes in this book was when a giant squid wrapped his tentacles around the Nautilus in attack. Another one of his popular books was called Journey to the Center of the Earth. This book was also published by Hensel in 1864. It was a fantasy about a team of scientists who went on a journey to the center of the Earth. We know today that a lot of the things he mentioned in Journey to the Center of the Earth weren't real. For example, he mentioned that there is life in the center of the Earth. Now we know that that is impossible because of the high temperatures at the center of the Earth. Nothing could survive. The Extraordinary Voyages was a sequence of 54 books that Jules Verne wrote and published between 1863 and 1905. The Voyages is one of the longest series of all time. Almost every book he wrote went into this series of adventure books. After he died, his son Michael Verne revised and rewrote some of his father's books between 1905 and 1919. In his retirement, Verne's favorite cousin, who was suffering from a mental disorder, shot him in the leg. This left Verne with a permanent disability. Jules Verne died after his publisher Hensel in 1905. Jules Verne's imaginative work had a big impact on the literary world and continues to be popular even in the 21st century.